here with Jim at the Nike Training Summit. Jim, throughout your years, there has to be some type of legendary tale or story throughout your career that you can share with us.
Well, one that comes to mind is this was in about 1997, and Larry King, the great broadcaster, is a friend of mine, and he invited us, my wife and I, to go to the White House with him because he was interviewing Hillary Clinton, and he got it approved that we could go to the White House, and she was giving her tour of Larry to see all of the Christmas decorations that the White House has, and she gave him a tour and so on and so forth. And it's something that Larry had done with several first ladies. Well, during the course of the tour, Mrs. Clinton turns around and says to us, "Please join us for dinner tonight, Larry." And she extends the invitation to my wife and I, and to come back. So, wow, that's pretty exciting. We think that's great. So we leave and go back, and Larry had been at the White House for 4 or 5 hours doing this special and taping it and everything, and we all leave, go back to the hotel, and we come back for dinner, and Larry's wife Sean and my wife Fran and I, we all go into Secret Service, and our names are on the list, and we go right through, and now we're waiting for Larry, and Larry's name is not on the list. So the guy who gets us invited to go to dinner with the president and to meet the first lady during the day, he's not on the Secret Service clearance. So they all know who he is, obviously, but if your name's not on, you're not coming back into the White House. No matter who you are, you're just not dropping in. So this goes on for about 45 minutes or an hour, and Larry had a heart attack and heart problems, and he'd had a defibrillator or whatever, and so one thing leads to another, so he finally says, "You guys go into dinner." He's so steamed and upset, and it was pretty funny. And finally, just as we were going to go in, and you know, because we were going to be late at this point, we're going in, they finally get clearance for Larry to go in. Now he can't get through the metal detector because he has the pacemaker or the defibrillator, whatever it is that he had in his heart implanted. So that takes another 30 minutes. So damn near short of anything of him having another heart attack. But finally we get into the room, and we're waiting for the president and Mrs. Clinton, and Larry's determined to tell him how screwed up it was this last hour of his life and how the stress and everything. He gets right up there and he walks right, Mr. President, first name, Mrs. Clinton. He didn't say a word the whole night, but it was a funny story.
That's like a Curb Your Enthusiasm
It
episode.
was unbelievable. Yeah, it was like you couldn't believe the whole thing. And the funniest thing is that me and my wife and his wife Sean, you know, just when he was, you know, short of being stressed out and flipping out, he said, "You guys just go ahead." So we were just starting on our way to go in, and we were just, what would have really been funny is if we just showed up to dinner without the guy who invited us.
No VIP for Larry King. Well, thanks so much, Jim.
You're welcome. Nice to see you.